This episode is brought to you by Naked Fig Soap. Shop over a dozen handcrafted artisan soaps locally sourced and made in Arizona using the finest non-toxic intentional ingredients. Naked Fig Soap also offers facial care products along with accessories like soap dishes, soap saver bags, and more.
Visit their website at nakedfigsoap.com and use code DRUMMINGUP, all one word, for 20% off online orders. And that is the best place to find her now.
Yes.
She doesn't really have a storefront so much as she has
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now,
Yes.
she has her products in certain locations,
Yes.
which again is the best place to find her is at her nakedfigsoap.com website.
Yes.
Or her socials. Instagram is a great spot to find her. Ask her any questions where she's going to be at like a farmer's market.
Yes.
You can find all that out. Or
But coming up, she's
Yeah.
moving to bigger and better opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And we're very happy to hear that because,
Yes.
we just want to
She's
make
one
sure
of our
she's doing
favorite,
okay.
favorite companies.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we're getting low, we always place our order.
Yes.
And again, use that code drumming up,
Yes.
all one word, to get that 20% off discount.
For sure.
nakedfigsoap.com. It'll be in the show notes. We'll have her website. And then the best thing to do is from the website, go find her socials, follow her. That helps her. And by you doing that, it helps us because we know you're listening and we know you're buying her great products. She also offers tattoo care and everything too.
Yes,
so
she does.
just a ton of stuff that she does. It's all locally made and everything. So what was that website again?
That is nakedfigsoap.com.
Using code drumming
Drumming
up,
Up.
all one word, for 20% off at checkout.
Hi there, this is Julian of Gorad, and you are listening to Drumming Up Conversation. Hell yeah.
Drumming up conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Yeah.
All right, so today we are joined by Dana and Emily from A Cut Above Handmade. How are you both doing today?
Good.
Doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you
Awesome.
for being on the
Yeah,
podcast.
thanks for being on. I know it's been a while since we've first reached out to you, but we're finally getting you on. So
Yeah.
Been a long time in the works for sure.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Appreciate you guys having us on though. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And when did you start A Cut Above Handmade?
So we started in 2020, right when COVID hit.
Okay.
It started, I was just wandering Michael's after I had dental work, so I wasn't in a clear state of mind. And I bought a Cricut for no reason. I had no
Wow.
reason to buy this. And I'm like, all right. So I started doing vinyl and I started up a little company. And then I was bored of that. So then I got into sublimation. So I started doing the tumblers. And that just took off. And we started with little markets here in Maricopa. And then we are now doing cons.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the process of making cups?
So you need a sublimation printer and then special paper to do it. And then the sublimation ink, because you can't use regular ink. It's not going to stick. So you print that out, you wrap it, and then you add heat to it. And the heat then takes the ink from the paper and transfers it onto the coating of the cup. And then it's permanent.
And how about glow in the dark? How is that process?
So it's the same process. And what a lot of people don't understand is it's the actual cup that glows. We bought special glow in the dark
Oh.
cups. So it's not the ink, unfortunately. It's just the cup. So I could put any design that you see in the past. I could put any design on a glow in the dark and it will glow.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
So prior to buying the Cricut machine, did you know how to work any of that? Or was it just
No.
learn as you go?
I was just winging it. I
Yeah?
had no idea what I was doing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing on all this
But
stuff.
we
It's
had-
just winging it, a lot
yeah.
of trial and error and a lot of time just trying to figure stuff out for sure.
And when we were in lockdown, I had nothing but time.
Right.
And do you offer different cup sizes?
We do now. We do. We offered the standard 20 ounces and now we can do 30 ounces.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
And you do the same designs on both?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. And besides cups, do you make anything else?
A year ago, we bought a DTG printer. So now I can actually make t-shirts and print directly on t-shirts.
Okay. Very cool. And
Cool.
what kind of t-shirts do you do? Do you do, I know you work a lot in the horror. Do you do other stuff
Right.
as well?
I do, but it's on per request.
Okay.
So if a customer comes in and they want this on there, I can do that. I can do logos. We're doing things for businesses. I can put business logos on shirts.
Okay.
Oh, that might come in handy for my work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing that we started doing is embroidery. So we actually just purchased a 12 color embroidery machine or 12 thread embroidery machine. So just starting to get into embroidery and starting off slow. Start off with mastering hats, sort of say, and then started venturing on to hand towels, which you can see at the Terra Trader where the local conventions going on, and then yeah, but that's been good too. So we do have embroidery also.
It's for the podcast and for the band too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
because and you're especially like when we had the cups made that you did, it was like a 2-day turnaround, which was
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
was
I strive on a quick turnaround.
yeah, because I think we contacted you on a Sunday. I think Tuesday we actually
got
had
the
them for
cups.
work.
Yeah, because I made it on Monday and I shipped it out Monday. And then
Yeah.
within Arizona, you usually get it the very next day.
So that was
Yeah.
really, really cool. So where do you get your inspiration from to do this other than after the dentist and all that? So
So a lot of it is just coming from the fans. So
Okay.
just like you want an Elvira cup.
Mhm.
And somebody wants, 13 ghosts. I look for those images and I can make 13 ghosts. And so a lot of it just comes from talking with customers and what they're looking for.
Customer feedback for sure is huge, and
Yeah.
that's what it's about. And then just watching what's upcoming. Also, certain movies are going to come out and trying to gear towards that because people love wearing their shirts and having cups. Especially for a movie that just came out. So
Yeah.
that's some of the inspiration also.
Okay.
So have you been back to that dentist for any other inspiration?
I went in for a root canal
Oh boy.
and I was not in the right state of mind.
Hey, look what came out of it though. So
I know, it's amazing.
That's just like kind of mind blowing.
yeah, that's a new
Yeah.
one for us to
Yeah.
just wandering around in a Michael's and like, hey, you know what I should And then-
Well, everyone starts somewhere. I mean, what about you guys? Your podcast? Like, how did you guys start this, or why did you guys start it?
I started it because I was on the verge of killing myself, actually.
Oh.
So
Okay.
For
depression. I
sure.
was it was during COVID as well. We lost our dog and he was like a son to me.
Sorry.
It was
Sucks.
it was a brain tumor. We didn't know. All of a sudden he just had a bunch of seizures and never stopped. And we had to make a big decision. And then I would usually like have my band doing music and stuff because everything was on lockdown still. We couldn't get together and do things. And I had no creative outlet to take my mind off of it. So I just was listening to a lot of podcasts. And one day I said, hey, you want to try this? And we've been doing it ever since.
And he had already been suffering from depression for quite a while, depression, anxiety, and yeah, everything just accumulated and it got really bad really quick.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry to bring this down a little bit, but yeah.
No, I mean,
So
And it's really cool that you both love what you do.
yeah, it's been great. We've been meeting so many new people. Like I had it really bad where I didn't want to meet new people. I didn't want to go out and do
anywhere.
things. And
So like these Terra Trader events, going out to those is like huge for Justin.
yeah,
No, that's awesome. And the people have been just absolutely amazing in this community. I mean, I haven't been always the most outgoing talking person, but I mean, just networking and just talking to even just the vendors or the fans or the people that go to Terra Trader or go to the different conventions. I mean, everyone's just so awesome in this community. I mean, it's just, it's nice. It really is. And it really makes what we do enjoyable, not just for the business aspect of it. I mean, we're always the customers or the fans or the people first. And then, the business side of it comes, way down the line. And that's not the important part. So we just enjoy doing these events and being part of this community.
Yeah. There was, I mean, it's a great community. We went there and met new people and like, oh, we know who you are. We've listened to some of your episodes with people that we know from here. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we had fun today. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And how did you get involved with Terra Trader?
So, a funny story. So 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago?
I don't
2
know.
years ago, we went to a convention called FearCon. And that was our first horror convention because I just started switching over from these sweet, wholesome things that I didn't like doing. And then I'm like, you know what? I want to do what I like to do, and it's horror. So we went to FearCon and we met some vendors. We met Angel City Arts, and I started following them on Instagram. And then I found out that they were doing an event at a place called Terror Trader. And I'm like, I've never heard of this. So I'm following her hashtags. And then they had their event, and I went out to go visit them. And then Gina was there, talked to Gina, and she's like, yeah, you should get in on the next one. So we started from Sales from the Dark Side 2, the second one. And then a few months later, we actually got into the store. We've been in the store for over a year now.
Wow.
That's
Really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, and you're one of the ones been there one of the longer times too, right? Like you
Oh,
were
we started in
yeah,
June of last year.
last year. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's awesome. Terror Trader's great. They're great. We've had them on.
Absolutely.
They really, from what we've heard from a lot of the vendors that work there, that's all they care about is their
Yep.
vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And having
Absolutely.
Jason on, really, we got to like the firsthand of everything, how it works. And he loves this. And from what I've heard recently is like there a lot of those horror cons are coming here more than anywhere else now, because our community's so much more broad than anywhere else right now, and people are starting to learn how much we care about that genre specifically out here as opposed to other places and all that. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it's been really, really cool. And
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, it does. And you can tell how strong community is, because I mean, it's strong year round. Of course, this time of year, everyone's getting a little more excited just because it's the spooky season or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's been great year round, being part of the community for sure, to your point. So they did a great job, and kudos to them on what they've accomplished for this community.
For sure. Yeah, it's nice having something year round, because we would always go to like the spirit store
Right.
whenever we could and go, okay, well, it's time to get some home decor for this next year.
Right. Exactly. That's what I
All
used to
year.
do.
Now we have a year-round store and people we've met that we can just say, you know what, we can just reach out to them and get stuff all year round. We don't have to worry
Yeah.
about going
Yeah.
anywhere. So
Absolutely. And being able to support the community is it's amazing too.
yeah, absolutely. And have you seen an influx in sales since joining with Terror Trader?
We have, because we get our name out there. We've got a lot of followers from Terror Trader, and they message me on Instagram, and they hey, I'm looking for this, and then I'll find the image and I can make it for them. And so I mean, I do a lot of business through Instagram because of Terror Trader.
Yeah, sort of like when we met you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, we met on the rainy, what was it?
Yes. It was so rainy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny, one of my coworkers, she came in with a cup a few months ago, and I said, oh, I know where you got that cup from.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, a lot of people she works with go to those events and she didn't even know it. And that's been a lot of fun.
So how was Gathering of the Ghouls for you? Because we have friends that own Crypt Rotted Bones, and they stayed with us during the event, and they said that was one of their best sales ever.
Yeah, it was ours too. And it was so much fun. Like, we do Mad Monster, which is fun. We do Sales from the Dark Side, which is fun. All the conventions we've done are fun, but this one was just special. It felt homegrown, and everyone that came up to our booth was so nice. And it was just, they really made it. It was so much fun.
We met Charles Band from Full Moon Entertainment.
Yeah.
And we later saw him doing videos, walking around, talking to all the vendors and buying things. And it seemed like a lot of people were having a lot of fun there.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seemed really relaxed too. Like,
yeah,
there was just no one was in each other's way. Everyone was really nice and friendly.
And it had a family atmosphere. Is what I walked away with.
Because she asked me a couple times, like, you good? You okay? I'm like, actually, yeah, this is really relaxing to me for some reason. Even though we're bumping into people and it's very like crowded, I feel fine. Like, I feel like these are people we get along with. And so
yeah, it's our people, right? I mean, it's our type of people. It just absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Plus, you had the corner booth, right?
Yes.
So you had quite a bit more exposure also than, say, maybe people right in the middle. Sometimes the middle aisles got a little crowded. But I think being on the end is helpful for sure.
Yeah.
No, it was I mean, everything about it. I mean, just we enjoyed it again from the very beginning, and it was, yeah, we had a great spot, and I mean, just the people, the return customers that, I mean, we just appreciate them so much because we have such a great following, and we love that people just love that the stuff that we make. You know, it just makes us happy seeing them happy and getting excited about the
Yeah.
product and whatnot. So it's always good seeing all the repeat customers come back to us and then just enjoy the products that really, I guess, Emily makes. You know, I can't take too much credit for the stuff, but she does most of the hard work, and I mean, it's just a blast.
And Dana, do you give her like ideas and all that sometimes, or
You know, I would say I'm probably more on the business side of the
okay, or
things,
the
to be honest
marketing
with
and
you.
all that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, I like the taxes and the not so fun part of the business side of things, but behind the scenes, I guess you could say. But you know, as far as like the setups and just, and we talk about everything, you know, but as far as like the designs or the hard work of making the cups or making the shirts, you know, that's absolutely all Emily. So
That's no, that's I mean, and you do you enjoy doing that though?
oh, absolutely.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, you do what you like, and she does what she likes, and it's
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, that's just my background, you know, is I'm used to the business side of things. So I mean, it both sides need to happen. It's a good team. It's a good team. How about that? It's
for
good team.
sure. Yeah,
So
because she doesn't like editing stuff and I'm like, I'm cool with that. I like doing that. It's fun, but it's a very tedious process. So
sure, absolutely.
yeah.
I can imagine.
And is there anything new that you're working on right now?
Constantly working on new stuff because I like to always, every time I restock in Terra Trader, I try to bring in new designs each week. So starts a new week, so I have to get my ass in gear and start looking at more designs. I spend hours daily looking at designs and just whatever pops out at me, and I look at it and ask myself, would I buy this? Yeah, I'd buy this. I'm gonna make that one, and people love it.
Do you
So
ever do you ever research maybe some older obscure horror movies?
I try to, but if they're not, mainstream, it's very hard to find images for it. But I do go on to Fiverr. I'm not sure if you're familiar with
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Commissioned internationally. And so along with the images that I purchase on Etsy, I have one of a kind images purchased from Fiverr.
Okay.
That's who did your band logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they do
band
some
logo
great
is
work.
done on Fiverr. Fiverr.
And it was neat at Gathering of the Ghouls to see my shirts walking around. And I'd always tell them, like, that's a nice shirt. And when we did Mad Monster, there was a guy that was wearing my Pale Girl shirt that I had made. And then he's looking at the pale shirt, then he's the Pale Girl shirt, then he's looking down at his shirt to see if it was the same shirt because he wanted to buy it for his daughter. And I laughed and I said, that's one of a kind. It's the same shirt you have on.
Very cool.
That's awesome. And as far as like the embroidery machine, what are you looking to do with that?
You know, again, just kind of just start off with hats, and I mean, it's going to be a dual purpose. You know what Emily does with everything with the cut above. It'll fit in a little bit with that, you know, making towels and at some point making patches. Love to make patches. That's kind of the next thing on my list of things to learn with the embroidery machine because it turned out being a pretty big learning curve for me apparently because I have no sewing background. Like I know basically knew nothing and bought a very I guess fancy machine that can do a lot of cool stuff. And so it's been just trying to really grow it organically though, not trying to just jump into it. There's just so much to it where I just have to grow it slowly. So I mean, it's been a long time in the works for sure. But I think my next step is going to be patches, so that way you can offer cool hats or patches or maybe even doing some embroidery on shirts or jackets, just stuff like that. And I'm pretty open minded. I think we both are open minded to what people want and want the challenge, even if it's out of our comfort zone a little bit to kind of just jump into it and really see if we can just conquer it and make a great product for the customer.
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah, and I assume you guys are always staying up then, like you said earlier, with like the new movies that are coming out and even
yeah.
the characters from it and all that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So it's without the feedback that we get from the community is obviously a huge help, but besides that, it's sometimes a little challenging to figure out exactly what people want, right? So I mean, it's some of it's just going off of what's upcoming and and what we think is going to be great. And Emily's imagination on some of the random stuff that she's able to come up with. I mean, it's just that's the creative side of the business that I don't necessarily have so much of, but luckily she does, and she knows she does a good job trying to predict or figure out what the people want, and I mean, it's been working out well.
Awesome.
I mean, I did a cup for when the Evil Dead Rise came out.
Mhm.
There was a line in the movie that "Mommy's with the maggots now," and that line stuck out to me. So I made a cup, and I had a wrap on it that was just maggots,
Oh,
and
wow,
it's
okay.
disgusting. And it says "Mommy's
Right.
with the maggots now." People love that cup, and I'm all
Yeah,
right.
that's awesome.
It-
But
yeah.
what are your favorite scary movies or horror movies?
You know, I am a huge fan of House of a Thousand Corpses,
Okay.
and I actually met Bill Moseley at Mad Monster, and I was so nervous that I went up to him and blurted out that House of a Thousand Corpses is my favorite movie. And then he signed a photo for me, and I was just so excited that I just wanted to touch him. And I asked him, like, "Can I shake your hand?" And I gave him the biggest, sweatiest handshake because I was so nervous. I had never really met a celebrity before. And then I walked away. I had my picture in hand, holding with both hands, looking at it. Tears filled my eyes. I was just so touched and so happy that he was there and I got to meet him. And I'd say my second one, a very close second, is Terrifier.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
The second
absolutely.
one was the best.
we haven't watched
They're
it
both
yet.
great.
Yeah.
They're both very great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, we got to meet those guys
Yes,
too.
we
and
did. They're so nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have favorite characters or characters?
Not really.
Okay.
They're all unique. Like,
Yeah.
like if we're talking specifically like House of Thousand Corpses, you know,
Mhm.
they all bring something unique to the movie, and just the dynamic of all of them. I mean, it's just perfect. I think it just makes it for an epic movie. And I mean, really, the series, right? The other ones are
Yeah.
great too. Just
Yeah.
anyone with those characters, any of those, the characters are just fantastic. It's just unique. It's different and just fun.
Yeah. And where can our listeners find your products? Do you have any upcoming events? And do you offer gift cards?
Yes, and yes, and yes.
Okay.
So our products can be found inside Terra Trader, of course.
Okay.
Then also we have our website at cutabovehandmade.com that they can go there and find it. And also gift cards are available on the website.
Oh, that's very cool.
And then our upcoming events, we have on the 23rd, we've got a goth night here in Maricopa. Then the next day we're doing the Monster Market in Phoenix. And then in October, we've got Artists Assemble Horror Fest
Okay.
that we're doing. And then a week later, we're doing Atomic Monster Weekend. And then in November, you can find us at a tattoo convention.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
cool.
All right. And they
of
can
course,
find all, yeah. And they can find
beginning
all
of
that
December,
online.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Terra Trader event
Yeah,
in December.
they're doing a Terra Trader event for a Christmas to Dismember.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is going to be epic. I think it's
Yeah.
back at the Mesa Convention Center too, so it'll be
Yeah.
another great event for sure.
Yeah, it seems like there's no going back now for them.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we weren't sure how far along that was yet, because I think it just got announced yesterday. So
Did.
yeah, so we didn't want to mention it without knowing that you guys were looking to do it. But it
Yeah.
sounds like you're very
Absolutely.
busy the next few months. So that's
Oh yeah.
awesome.
And then Terra Trader's open every single day in October. So
Oh, wow.
that
Right.
keeps me very busy trying to restock, and I have to go in a couple times a week in October to make sure everything stays full.
It's one of the best months of the year.
It is.
It is. It is. Yeah,
It really is.
for sure.
It still blows me away. It's such an amazing story that all just happened after a dentist appointment.
I was not in the right mindset. I had a numb mouth and I'm all, I don't even know what I'm in here for, and I just want to spend money.
It's so cool. That's
Yeah,
very,
usually
very
people are like,
cool.
oh, I wanted to do it for years, and I just thought I'd finally do it because COVID. No,
It was
just a little out of it after a dentist appointment, and I'm in my
it's totally on impulse. That's all it was.
Very spontaneous, but I mean, it's been a fun journey though, to say the least.
yeah.
I mean, even up to this point of doing this podcast with you guys, I mean,
Mhm.
it's been just a great adventure for sure. And we look forward to what the future is going to bring. Absolutely.
Well, it sounds like you guys are always looking to do more educate yourself and try new things, which a lot of people sometimes don't do. They're like, "Oh, well, this is working. I don't want to try something else." But
And
getting new
that-
machines and all
yeah, and
that.
that's what it was. I was doing the cups and I was quite happy with that. And then Dana suggested we should do t-shirts. And I'm like, I don't do t-shirts. Then he did all this research and I kept fighting him on it. And then he was like, how about this machine? I'm like, I don't know. And it was so intense and so overwhelming that when we bought it, we had training on it. A guy
Wow.
came out for a whole day for 7 or 8 hours and trained me how to use this machine.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now
I
we
would-
offer t-shirts and those are flying too.
Yeah, you don't realize how much there is involved with something until
Mhm.
you actually get into it, and it's the t-shirts were a huge learning curve too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's so much to it. Even just the type of t-shirt, the brand of t-shirt, where it's made, how it's made. I mean, just everything about even just down to the t-shirt material is important in the process, and then of course there's the pre-treat, and then there's a lot of things involved with it, and if any of the steps just fall through or don't work out, then you're not going to have a good product. So to put all this together, I mean, it's a huge undertaking for sure that Emily's conquered pretty well.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. We're very happy for you guys. We're happy that this worked out for you. Just
Yeah, no
Thank
kidding.
you.
going on a whim, and all of a sudden 3 years later, here are still making stuff and
Yeah.
educating and
Really
getting
thriving.
yeah,
from it.
thriving from it. So
Absolutely.
All right. So our last question, since Justin is a drummer and our podcast is called Drumming Up Conversation, we always like to ask, who is your favorite drummer?
That was a tough question. We really had to think about it, but we finally came up with Travis Barker
okay.
because high school Blink-182 was everything. And we actually got to see them a few years ago in California at Back to the Beach.
Nice.
And like my high school dreams have come true and it just brought me back and I was so happy. And then he's also in the Transplants, which is another band that I love. So he's very versatile and different bands. But yeah, that Back to the Beach, it made my whole heart happy. Just because it was
Awesome.
my high school dream was to see them.
That was
That's
that was a great event for sure.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And again, anytime you guys ever want to come on, if you have new stuff coming out or events and stuff like that you want to come on and talk about, let us know. We'll have you on anytime. But we thank you for joining us, and we're able to
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And we really appreciate it. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Drumming up
Hey.
conversation.